It is a real pleasure to welcome Dr. Hyla Cass back again. And I would like to ask you today if we can talk about the whole concept of wellness. And what I would like to begin with is asking you how that fits into the problems that we have today with the healthcare system, with aging, with biological aging, as well as chronological aging, and just exactly what do we mean by a total theory of wellness?
Well, we look at people, you can look at two different people that are 60 years old, and you can see someone who's wrinkled, slouching, pot belly, and holding a bag full of medication. And they're watching, I got my morning medication, my statins for my cholesterol, my blood pressure medication, my diabetes medication, and on and on. That person has not taken care of themselves. Take another 60-year-old, see somebody holding a tennis racket, who's looking really fit, no extra fat, or maybe a little extra fat. But that's not not extraneous. With good energy, who's living a life that they're enjoying, that they feel fulfilled, that they're spiritually connected, that they have relationships, that they have a joy of living. And that person is healthy. They're aging well. Same age, same chronological age, very different biological age. And the interesting thing is that there's an actual bottom line. There's a bottom line financial on this, because there are healthcare costs. As we age, this is a reality, as we age in the U.S., and this is an unfortunate situation, but our medical care is not as well covered as, say, in other countries. And even with Medicare, which is kind of limited, you're going to be out of pocket for a lot of medical expenses. And this can certainly cut into your quality of life if you're spending money. Not only you're spending your time being ill, which is really terrible quality of life, but it's also costing you. So if it doesn't convince you about quality of life, just think about the actual costs and the cost to the healthcare system. And the real truth is that so much of the healthcare system costs are money that I think is not very usefully spent on high-tech medicine, on drugs for people who simply should be eating right, exercising, and taking nutrients, taking supplements. They won't be like the person I described with the pot belly and the statin drugs and all that. If that person were eating properly and exercising properly, they wouldn't need those drugs. Those are not diseases. Those are conditions that are pretty much caused by diet. Yeah, you can have a genetic predisposition, but trust me, if you are really committed to your own health, you can actually most people can combat those conditions.
So what you're saying is that, first of all, we're given an extra 20 years over the generation that our parents grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a lot to say about whether you're locked into a body or a brain that doesn't work.
Sure.
But the other thing it seems to me that you're saying is that if two people are 60 in the same union, one of them literally could be biologically 45, the other biologically 85. 75 or 85, and become a caretaker for 5 to 10 or 15 years and have to restart their lives when they're 70 because of the fact of the choices that each of them made.
Yeah, and you have to make the choices early. What's really scary is our young people with obesity and arteriosclerosis and very serious diabetes very early on because of the diet and the environment, all the toxins in the food, too much sugar, too much of the wrong fats, not enough of the right stuff. And I won't emphasize the right stuff. It's in all my books. It's in everything I write. Eat right, exercise, have a spiritual connection, really take care of your body, and it will take care of you for many, many years.
So as you said before in another episode, we really need to be co-captains of our own healthcare teams.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Pleasure.